All right, guys, here's the accident here. And keep a close eye on the silver Dodge, I guess, Grand Caravan right here. Look behind it. Boom. Down in the ditch. Here is a more zoomed in right behind. Boom. Right in the ditch. The guy came out of nowhere right through standing traffic. And here it is slowed down. You can see the car literally slides to the side, no turning at all, barely missed the pole. Yeah, my hand just hurt real bad. That's it. Yeah. What's going on, guys? And as you can tell from the video, this is definitely not a clickbait video. Well, as you can tell by the thumbnail anyways. So, I mean, it's so sad what happened, you know. It's very unfortunate. And, I mean, it's hard to even tell you how I feel about the car after so much what has happened with the car. But I want to get into exactly what happened, how it happened, and why I feel it happened. But before we do that, I put together like a little remembrance collage of the car when I first got it, some of the mods I did to it, some nice exhaust clips that I know you guys want to hear without the cold start delete, you know, and a couple of pictures after I got the car finished before it was stolen, you know. So after that, I'm going to tell you guys exactly how the crash happened and why I feel the crash happened. Not what I did wrong for the crash to happen, but why I feel the car was allowed to be taken out of my life. Yo, so that was the car. Like pretty much when I first got it, it was Alpine white, beautiful, you know, anthracite top, or however you pronounce it. BMW calls it moonlight, the convertible top color. You know, I put the black Lexanis on it, did full, you know, straight pipe exhaust. The exhaust clips you heard were without the cold start delete, so it was crazy loud in the morning. You know, I still had the original tan and black interior. You know, the car was nice. But this next video and few pictures I'm gonna show you is after the car was completed, once it was customized, painted, and stuff like that, before the car was initially stolen. You know, because I mean, the timeline that I'm gonna go through to tell you about this car and how much I went through dealing with this car, you guys are gonna say you should have gave that car up a long time ago, which I should have. But here's the car once it was done, the stage 2. I call it the stage 2, and I'm gonna tell you guys about this too. So the stage 2, what I call it or whatever, when I painted it the Atlantis blue, put the 4G Auto 3-piece on there, and you know, I'm gonna just roll the clip, you know, and I'll tell you guys the timeline of the bad luck with this car afterwards.
Ooh. Smooth, you did it this time. Smooth, boy, you did it this time. Oh, Lord, and they rocking. And they rocking. Come on, man.
As you guys see that video that you just saw with my buddy spinning the center cap on there, I just got the wheels put on, and I was just leaving CRUSIN Gold, the same place that you guys saw me at on the last video. So that was when the car was pretty much complete. I was thinking about doing the interior swap then, but that never crossed my mind. I mean, the car was so beautiful. The car was already beautiful, as you guys see in the pictures in the last video when it was blue. But I'm gonna give you guys a breakdown of the things I've been through with this car, you know, to let you know that I thought it was bad luck anyways. So first off, when I first bought the car, I bought the car from auction. I was in a rear end collision, you know, right off back. I got that's the whole reason I painted the car blue, because I was in a rear end collision when the car was white. I painted the car blue, put a lot of money into it. Almost a $14,000 paint job with all of the paint, customization, headlights, fog lights, marker light deletes, custom emblems, custom engine cover, all type of crazy crap. You know, they took the entire car apart and painted the car. And I bought custom wheels for the car and everything. And a few months later after that, you know, I barely even drove the car. I was waiting for a big, like, car show or Easter, MLK or something like that to come up before I actually, like, showed off the car. So I didn't really show the car off much. But in another video you guys seen about the car being stolen, the car was stolen. You know, the interior was stripped out. When I got the car back, it was full of fucking roaches and all type of crazy crap. You know, I had to bomb the car 3 or 4 times before I even felt comfortable putting it in my garage. A bunch of stuff was broken and dented up on it. I mean, you guys went through me on the whole thing there on this channel, putting that car back together, new interior, fixing the paint, exterior mods, interior mods, you know, talks of retuning the engine with DME and all type of stuff. And then once I finally get the car back together, I'm headed over to Melbourne Motorsports. I'm gonna leave the link down in the description for those guys. I mean, they're really good guys. They have the same software and tools that BMW of Melbourne has, but at a fraction of the price. So shout out to Melbourne Motorsports. But anyways, I was headed to their shop on Ellis Road where the accident happened. And that was just the icing on the cake, you know. Like, where does this happen? You know, this much stuff happens to one car. You know, and before I start putting the car back together with you guys following along with me putting this car together, I asked myself, should I keep this car? You know, I even prayed about it. I'm like, should I keep this car? You know, but that was just me being, you know, just doing what I wanted to do. You know, I had a buyer for the car, and, you know, I just said, no, I'm going to keep the car. You know, this is my baby. Like you guys seen on the video, I said, yeah, it kind of has sentimental value. But one thing you should never have sentimental value for is material things, you know, because they always can be taken from you. You know, life can be taken. So, you know, material things ain't going to last long either. So I felt I should have sold the car then. you know, and then the accident happened right out of the blue. Boom. You know, car was hit. You know, I have a little damage to my neck. My wrist is broken and all type of stuff, you know. But I'm going to tell you guys exactly how the accident happened. And I'm going to tell you that right now, actually. So I was traveling east on Ellis, and traffic was back to back, as you saw in the video, headed west on Ellis Road. You know, I'm doing about 35 miles an hour. You know, I think the speed limit is 35 miles an hour, actually. So I'm doing around there somewhere. And it's side streets only on the left side of the road if you're traveling east. It's a bunch of side streets with stop signs dotted all the way down Ellis Road. Because on the right side, if you're traveling east, it's only a ditch, a pretty long ditch all the way down that side of the road. Besides some other businesses and stuff, but the streets are far and few between compared to the left side of the road if you're traveling east. So it's this street called West Drive. And while the traffic was backed up, you know, it's illegal to block the road off. You still have to let people turn in and come out, even if traffic is blocked on that side of the road. So I guess the guy that was waiting at the stop sign, I don't know if he was waiting at the stop sign or he just didn't stop at the stop sign, but he shot right out from, as you guys see on the video, he shot right out from between standing traffic and boom, T-boned me, you know. I didn't even get a chance to see what hit me because I was in the ditch instantly. You know, and when I got out, I knew my hand was broken because, I mean, my hand was in pain right off back. I felt that immediately, you know, so I knew something was wrong with my hand. But getting out and seeing a car like that, the first thing I thought about was, man, I just put a lot of money out of my own pocket into this car. Because as you guys know, like I told you the first time, it didn't have insurance on the car, you know, when it was stolen, because the car was barely being moved. It was being worked on, you know. So I'm like, there's no way I'm going to be paying full coverage for a car that I'm not even moving. I didn't know anyone was going to break in the house and steal the car, you know, but that's still my fault, you know. But that's another $10,000 down the drain. Around 10 grand redoing that car, you know, with all the interior, extra pieces, coating, and everything. Like, it's weird. I'm also gonna do a video later on with parts I wasn't able to use on the car, brand new parts, like a brand new steering wheel, race flat bottom steering wheel, rear diffuser from the Alpina B6 and stuff like that, because I'm gonna sell all of that stuff off at super steep discount prices because I won't be able to use it. But I will tell you this, guys, the next car that I get, everything is taken out of your life for a reason. You know, everything is done for a reason. You know, when my house was broken into, everything that I got to replace the things that were stolen and taken from me is twice as better than the things that were stolen and taken from me. You know, so I truly believe it's gonna be the same thing with these cars. But I mean, don't quote me on this, but I'm gonna tell you guys what I'm shooting for. You know, it's gonna be an M car. It's definitely gonna be an M car and not an M Sport. I'm not gonna tell you guys what it is because I want it to be a surprise. If everything goes right, it's definitely gonna be an M car, and it's gonna be one you guys probably aren't expecting either. So, you know, for right now, I have to get surgery on my wrist. I have to get a pin put in the bone and get my neck checked out because I have a bulging disc in my neck. So once all of that stuff, you know, boils down and settles down, I'm gonna put another video up and let you guys know exactly what type of car it is. I'm gonna introduce the car, and you know, I don't know. I don't want to tell you guys much because I don't want you guys quoting me on anything because I don't know how life works out. You know, who knows? I might end up with a Lamborghini, God willing. You know, who knows? But yeah, so this is gonna be the end of this video, guys. You know, thank you guys for, you know, follow me along this journey. But what I need you guys to do right now is please like, share, and subscribe to content. And thank you guys for returning, for all of the people who's already on the channel. And welcome to the Auto Lust family for any new subscribers. Auto Lust out.